very, very curious. All right. Head to the Vortex of Genesis and recall what came before. Sounds good.
Come on, can't we stay out a little longer?
No, we can't, Bailu.
I'm so tired.
I can't get over this freaking fountain. Like, at all. It moans every single time you get near it, and it's so creepy. Vortex of Genesis. We ended off with... For those of you who haven't played it, spoiler ahead, but we ended with Herta projecting herself into the Vortex of Genesis. And she was with Lygus, and Lygus was like, I wouldn't recommend entering Emphorius if I were you. It's a bad idea. It's crazy that we only have 2 more core flames to retrieve. So up until this part, we have retrieved Alter's soul, well, Trailblazer's soul, from the Death Realm. Castris is now the Death Titan Thanatos. Trian died. Which, that was so sad. And this has been crazy. Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife, until your valor brought it to an end. And if its demigod successor, the undying Mightymos, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles... Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops, and now this power resides in your hand. See you tomorrow, Trian. So it was Trian. Okay. I thought for a sec I got that wrong. I was like, no, Tribi and Trinon are still alive. Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason at edge of existence, have you found your answer? The prophecy once made, the hand of shadow chose 2, granting one fate, the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in that sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the west wind, we shall meet again, Castris. This has been insane. Time and again, farewells have numbed you. You can't help but wonder how many goodbyes will the journey of the trailblazing entail. You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how Emphorians cherish epics, using story to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Oh, don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the keyword in your mind. Somebody's ringing me. It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone, it won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. Cypher, why are you messaging me? Gray Mystery, last time in Styxia? 0 time for treasure hunting, absolute disaster. Now the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water, a big shiny chest. I can't wait I can't use the miracle orb, and I can't wade through. Your power of time is needed. Now, 7/30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me. Exactly, 30 for you and 70 for me. Hey, that's not what I said, you cat. Details, schmeetails. Get here and we'll talk. That's funny. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless surging desire for Walt seems more turbulent than the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape. Wow. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow, but the sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. Let's go to Styxia! Still one of the coolest looking places.
Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream.
It's so crazy hearing
I wonder if
Mem's
Cass is doing okay on the other
actually
side.
talk now. Because
if I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle,
remember,
will she be able to read it?
And now it's like actually she's saying full sentences. It's so different. Yeah, I miss her.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together.
Yeah, let's do it.
By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
What was that sound?
I don't know. This aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
Already? Literally just started and you... no. If there's any fighting, I am not bringing that team in. Bye to Lune. Acheron. Pard. Give me... where is he? Lotra.
Yet another journey with you.
I don't mind using the other characters that I had out. I just... personally... According to the Mists of Enforius, a certain hero of Castum Kremnos was dipped upside down in the River of Souls at birth by his mother, believing its waters would grant him invulnerability. However, because the mother held him by his ankle, that spot remained untouched by the river, leaving a single weak point. Is this river truly as miraculous as legends say? There's only one way to find out: experimentation. After all, truth is tested through practice, and here, no miracle of Ornex will protect you. You decide to... No! Why? Wait a second, who says the experiment has to be on yourself? Scoop up a whole bucket and bring it back to the bass for everyone to try. See how I shove black-tide creatures into the... What the fuck? Might as well poke it with a... Ooh. Congrats, you obtained the Undying Bat. Its weak point is wherever you're holding it. Unfortunately, the River of Souls isn't actual water. It's a phenomenon, something you cannot take with you. But you could try rallying your bath-loving friends to come here and test it with you. What is wrong with this dude? Okay, so same thing. See how I shove black-tide creatures into the reversal. The monsters are seriously unlucky, scaring themselves all day long, only to end up getting scared by you instead. Plop. Tell me, did you drop this golden monster or this silver one? Dishonest child, if only I could punish you. Anyways, the River of Souls doesn't really do much to those monsters, and let's be real, this water runs deep. Oh my god. For the sake of keeping most of your body intact and avoiding a full submission situation, you decide to start with just your feet. People always said I had no knees and can't jump. Now, worst case, I have no ankles, physically speaking, of course. Dip, then immediately retreat. Oh god. It's just like sending a message. If you don't leave it in too long, you can still unsend it. What is this backwards logic? Someone or something must be looking out for you. Merge completely unharmed. Maybe, just maybe, you now have an invincible ankle. The legendary altar seal. What? Next time you're in battle, make sure to tell your enemies to aim for the ankles. This is definitely not the place to linger. Look around. There aren't even any holy city guards nearby. If you fall in, who's pulling you out? What? I'm glad that gave me an achievement, but seriously? That had some of the most back-ass logic that I've ever heard. Like, if I dip myself in only to this point, I should be fine. It's like, what? Alright. Investigate the source of the strange noise.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth.
It's the Flame Reaver.
Now, where have I seen this before?
It's the Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here?
He's right there.
Mommy! Look out!
Hello. Did you not like your ass whooping last time?
Wait! We both know what this thing can do. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The River of Souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
Oh yeah, because he feeds off the power of the dead. I forgot about that.
The Flame Chase journey stops now. Meow.
Meow?
Is that Cypher? You gotta be kidding me.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
I thought the Flame Reaver was back and we were gonna have to deal with him.
Ah! Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one.
You're such an ass,
Come
Cypher.
on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that Swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
She's such an ass. She likes jokes more than being serious. So you're playing both good cop and bad cop.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
No, I wouldn't.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this.
Can't Cypher shapeshift?
For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
That he's back and we should all be very afraid.
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
Yep.
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie.
Really, Cypher?
Lies are what Zagreus is best at.
You do realize
If everyone believes in a lie,
Trian was killed
then it becomes
by
reality.
the Flame Reaver. It's not funny.
The power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
I sure love your arrogance, Gray Mystery. The seamstress trusts you for a reason.
Yeah, she
Someone
does.
as honest as you couldn't
Don't
trick me even if
fucking
you wanted to.
forget
So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
Who's messaging us? Finon! I haven't spoke to you by in a while. Alter, did you rest well? I came during lucid hour and you seemed to sleep, so I didn't want to wake you up. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. Feel it's time to continue our trading. Let's go to the grove, shall we? Alright. Sounds good.
Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Yeah, why?
Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend
Really?
it all? That's so
Yes.
not what
Yes,
I
that's
want
exactly what I
treasures.
think you'll do.
Don't forget,
You are so
I'm
money
a demigod
hungry,
too.
it is unreal.
And there's a line
You are
reserved
like
for me in that stupid
the
prophecy
Dory
as well. You shall walk
of
with
Star
greed and die over petty
Literally.
change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed.
Was that
Right.
one of the
Isn't that
prophecy lines?
simple?
So,
So,
Cypher's
as
part of
long
the
as I
prophecy.
keep going down this path,
Well, I mean, kinda
all
makes
those
sense. Most of the
predestined
characters we've run
prophecies and
into
fates
so
will
far
never
have
catch
been.
up to me.
So,
That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Gray Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
alrighty. A few days later, at the crash site of in the Abyss of Fate.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donham.
Wait, what?
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem.
Wait, but the last time we saw
If the citizens knew of
Lygus was
your
with
origins, I'm sure more would
the
be
Herta.
intrigued by the Trailblaze.
or Madame Herta.
Sadly, discussions about the world
Now he's
beyond
with
the sky
Don Hung.
remain taboo.
Did they skip over something
It's
here?
been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since. Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something
What
you can
was
solve
it that-
overnight. Even someone as gifted as
Because
yourself.
the thought is that Kefali shot us down. But that's not possible because see, Aquilia, that
Exactly.
is the
of the
Sky
12
Titan.
Titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious.
Okay.
The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
So Aquila can affect the weather on Amphorius?
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaea's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
yeah. Preparing Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse. We won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland.
It'll be interesting to
I used
see
anti-Catherian
at
technology,
the end if they give us
scanning, as you
another
might call
little
it,
cutscene
to
with
assess
March
this car.
7th.
Assuming my judgment
'Cause
is correct,
last time-
I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Yeah. Last time
Of course, that's
we
only
left
if
with
you,
March
my
7th,
lord,
there was
permit
the
me to
talk about her
interact with
losing
it.
her memory and becoming that shard of ice that she was found first floating through space in. And there's
You
a
honor me
chance
with your
that she
trust.
could lose her memory and
I will be
forget
very
everyone.
careful.
Which I believe Black Swan and Himiko are trying to figure out a way to solve. This is said to be very, from what I've heard about 3.3, it's said to be very sad. I haven't seen the trailer for it. I have
but
no
we
knowledge
anti-Catherians
about
are
any of this.
inherently sensitive to machinery.
But it's said to be
carefully endowed
a
our
very,
kind with
very
a
sad update.
unique advantage for analyzing and learning.
Apparently, there's going to be a lot of death scenes in this.
If you give me some time,
So,
I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
Legus, that would be so nice of you to do.
Hypothetically, Lord Donhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
Whoa. Is he gonna answer? I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment? Do they?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into
don't
that
think they
question, my
do.
lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
I don't remember what Legus' official title is. All I remember is that he's definitely
The
not
crucial point is, if you and your companion
from
are unwilling to halt your
Amphorius.
support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Is Legus more on the side of the Council of Elders than the Chrysos heirs? Forgive me, Lord Legus, I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, discovered the pause. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts. True. Very true.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Who are those people? Is this a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral.
Who are those people? Because they
Out
can't...
of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
Are these people? 1 against 4 then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain
Because he's a neutral party. Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
Fuck's sake, literally, Don Hung's best friend on the Astral Express is in support of the Chrysos heirs. But our companions now include the flame chasing. Yeah, exactly! Exactly! The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
Why you gotta put in quotations, dude? When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. What? Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany. Whoa!
You have
That's
such overwhelming powers. Why? Answer me. Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Wait, what? Is he currently fighting the Flame Reaver right now at Grove of Epiphany?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend!
The heck is going
Are
on
you
here?
okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Yeah, seriously. Always keeping me on
Thanks
edge.
for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help.
And he's coming out
face
in
Aglaea
the
and
next
other potential
update,
threats,
so I might honestly
I must
save
sharpen
everything I
myself
have to
with
get
the
him
most
and his
aggressive
light code.
methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say?
Fight on, you gotta be
But
careful.
combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Well, I mean, yeah. Why not get Cartonas to help? That's not a bad
Don't
idea.
worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Wow.
Oh, Cartonas is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge.
Are you?
He's been through Nikidor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak.
Don't.
Times have changed.
Don't say that.
The responsibility
Dude, if Finon
I bear
gets
is both
killed
precious
off, I'm gonna be
and fragile.
pissed. He's
I
such a
wield
cool
my
character.
sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties. I'm far from finished. I must continue sharpening my skills until I can match their strength.
Let's go.
Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down.
Oh, it's okay, Finon. We understand.
Out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to... A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
True. When he says library of Philia, I think he's talking about... Oh, we're at the top. Okay, this makes more sense now. I honestly couldn't figure out where we were. Wait. Oh, Titan's Echoes. Ooh, creepy. But I'm glad I got it. At the base of the sacred tree lies the throne, the pinnacle of mortal wisdom. Countless scholars of the Grove spent their lives striving to reach the sea of knowledge, yet now it stands before you, unguarded and unclaimed. A faint whisper seems to echo in your ears. O trailblazer from afar, can you resist the temptation of ascending to the throne? Undoubtedly, I cannot. Indeed, when such a grand yet empty throne appears before you, who could resist the urge to sit upon it? Besides, what harm could refusing this temptation possibly bring, save for a missing opportunity? You decide to yield to the desire in your heart, but not so fast. Before becoming king, there's something you must do first. You need to select your subjects. I just want to take a selfie. Cool. And it gave me achievement. Nice. Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out the small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Don Hung isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading taste. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So which reading material will you peruse? Let's do one punch. Invigorating literature, your favorite. This article leaves you feeling empowered as if you are the one author's one-punch god incarnate. Sky Titan Aglaea, that's nothing. Okay, from what it described, I would not underestimate Aglaea at all. Oh my god. Okay, I will come back and read this at a later point. The tree and the butterfly. Okay, so this is about Circes. The other one was about Aquila. And this... Eager to meet Thanatos. Professor... I don't know what... I don't know what that one's connected to. After finishing this mind-shaking piece, only one image, the Express, Welt, phone. For a young Stellaron host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. Let's stop here. Alright.
I wonder what Finan and Mem are reading. Let's take a closer look.
So we got some insight about the appearance of Aquila. And it's a big bird with multiple eyes that has razor-like feathers. That sounds terrifying. Hello, Mem.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing.
What are you reading, Mem?
Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days? Ah, you scared me!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, Weaver, Traveler, Healer.
What is Mem reading?
But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all? Ah! What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
Mem is hiding something.
Suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Not at all. Mem is hiding something.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend. You could have just asked. There's nothing
I
embarrassing
didn't
about
want
it.
to scare you like I did with Mem.
Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune.
Why does this... yeah.
No way. I've invested almost all my savings into this hobby. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaea became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and... integrity and skill.
Alright, Mem, what are you hiding?
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this... the Emporius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Mem, stop hiding stuff. We're supposed to be working
Sorry,
together.
seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
True. I mean, not
A
that
surprise, huh?
I know that.
Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
Oh, is he talking Hyacinth? He's talking
No,
about
I
Hyacinth.
know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future.
Like tarot cards?
If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared.
Fair.
Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
Yeah, that's true. Well, faith in these things isn't bad sometimes.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
I gotcha.
After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Did she just read
Strange.
a chapter and then just be
That
like,
person
yeah,
I
this
knew
is
used
what
to
I'm
say
gonna
similar things.
Alrighty
Looking back,
then.
whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that. Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Huh.
Speaking of
Interesting.
which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orynyx posed to us?
You're gonna have to remind me. I don't remember.
Who's there?
Now they're here.
You are...
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly. Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We
Why
can't
are
let
they
our
here?
esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
So, is this because
historical
the recent...
perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors.
So is this...
Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan?
Is this because
for
of the Citizens
innocent
Assembly in the last
children
update?
of Akamar to be tainted by such slanted
Elder
narratives?
Kindness is probably behind this.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you,
Also, maybe they're not connected
not
to it.
one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Yeah, you guys aren't taking us down.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves.
They're up to
Alright.
something.
Let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Oh, I know Nate fucking around.
How's it going, Zinni? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard
That is
can
a
be
adorable
reborn in
memo
Alchema.
sprite that Hyacinth has.
Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Ika. I said Ika.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
That makes sense.
Right. How does the legend go again?
So what is
Even Lady
the
Treeby
group
forgets
called
things.
the Cleaners?
We just haven't prepared lessons
What
in a
are they
while now,
up
so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember.
Because it
We
seems as though
remember.
they're not on
Kremnos
either
and
side of the
Firmament,
Chrysosers
Volume
or the
3,
Elders.
Section 5.
They're their own thing who want to kill
With
off the
Celiosi, the
Chrysosers.
Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land.
Interesting.
Finally, those descended from Celiosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories, but the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treeby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side.
Ha.
That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
What's going on here?
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treeby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
What? Wait.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaea here, Akama would remain peaceful.
No.
That was true in the
Unfortunately.
past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Becky.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Cleaners.
The
Gotcha.
Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
Because not everyone is with...
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treeby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Yeah.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Trouble?
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on? Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace!
Now at Memorial Palace?
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
What is going on here?
Lady Aglaea! It's
in trouble.
What? Moments ago in Memorial Palace.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago.
What do you mean?
Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago.
Did she get hurt?
Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver.
No!
But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
So they are working with her.
Aglaea, Aglaea.
Ah, okay.
You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence.
Ooh.
Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from dawn cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
Wait.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish.
What are
The dagger isn't
planning?
at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours.
What is...
Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Aglaea has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaea, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
Did they bring back...
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
Trying to figure out
finally
what...
figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
What are...
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day.
Did they
and keeps
kill
you
a little
safe from
girl?
bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes,
Oh,
too.
that's messed up.
You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaea you are today?
Dad.
Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning
She's
to
not dying,
slowly
is she?
learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow.
Isn't that her prophecy line?
Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me? Hsr.
No! No, you cannot leave it there.